Welcome, everybody, and
A little something.
Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down, we're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're almost there.
Welcome back.
I totally now just remembered that I originally named this No Shave November. That's now No Nut November on there. We can change that. We can add that.
Hey, so far I'm doing pretty good in that.
And shave.
That's not fun.
Well, I think it only applies if you take it all the way off. Like if you would either take off like all your mustache or all your shit, but like also I guess I give up on that already because I can't not shave this, John. I'd be looking all crazy. I should do it 1 year for the pod just to see where it goes, just to see how crazy I look at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But what is up, everybody? It's almost Election Day.
4 more days.
Come Tuesday. Woo!
Fucking days.
Wee!
Hey, I am getting more and more fucking excited, Buck. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro,
Mainly,
it's
I'm
heating up,
excited.
dog. It is heating up.
These text messages will fucking stop finally in 4 days. So that's what I guess I'm like probably really fucking excited.
Yeah, dude. My phone has been going off the hook for weeks now. Just of political scams. And granted, I should give one of them. They need to call me at more opportune times so that way I can answer and fuck with them. So, but I just haven't had the time to do that. So
I don't get the phone calls. I just get the text.
I don't know why I get the phone calls, to be completely honest. For the longest time, it was about me owning a 2019 Chevy Traverse that I've never owned in my life, about its extended warranty. But now I get these political calls left and right, and it is wild. But then speaking of that, there's been a couple like heated things in the political like sphere, like just commercial wise, that I've really enjoyed.
Such as
There's one for PA's Senate. There's this guy, McCormick.
Yeah, Tom
McCormick. Or I think isn't it Dan McCormick? Whatever. But his commercial it's a guy and a lady talking, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like you're gonna vote for this year, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going back and forth on Trump and Kamala," but he's like, "Oh, have you thought about Senate?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't really know. I don't know who I usually vote for Bob Casey, but like I don't know." And then this lady just immediately jumps. I'll tell you what changed my mind. Transgenders in sports. And that's immediately how she just jumps into like, they're trying to let dudes play girls' sports. And I'm not cool with that.
And who commercial is this for?
This is that McCormick Bulls.
Dude. I'm voting for Tom.
So
Tom's got my vote.
She's like immediately steps right onto whatever you like before you can even end the sentence. I'll tell you what changed my mind. Transgenders in sports. And then the dude's like, yeah, Kamala's crazy too. They're trying to take our scholarships from our girls. And it's so fucking crazy. It just jumps straight and he's like, yeah, dude, the transgender agenda. It's like, oh, this is a wild commercial.
Yep.
And then Trump has a similar kind of one, but like it's not as it has a clip from Charlemagne on there, talking about how he doesn't want his tax dollars going to prisoners getting sex change operations under Harris's new political.
That's what Charlemagne said, right?
Yeah, he did it. I don't remember if it was on Brilliant Idiots or Breakfast Club.
Sure, like I understood what.
But yeah, Charlemagne has a audio clip of him saying that he doesn't want his tax dollars going to sex change operations on prisoners. which is that's what the idea. And I get that. It makes sense. But that also, he's also sent out a cease and desist on that. Like Trump has no, did not ask to use the clip at all. Just start putting the clip out there in his commercial. And I've been here for it the whole time.
I don't need to your cease and desist. That doesn't matter.
I don't really know what the legal standpoint on it is, but I do find it funny that as he did just have a clip of Charlamagne, just like his voice as a clip as being like part of your political ad. I just thought that was just kind of funny. But like, here's a clip from Charlamagne the God talking about transgenders, and it's just like, I don't want them using my tax dollars to do operations on prisoners.
No, it's good because he also like he be sucking Kamala's asshole. So it's like, oh, all right, yeah, bet.
Yeah, we got the ops talking smack on him.
You forgot.
We got the ops being the ops on their own team. No.
I don't know. You said a lot.
The ops are the ops. We got the ops acting as ops for their own.
I guess, yeah, I don't know.
Own squad. I'll just stop.
Who?
All right.
How many people watched that Shannon Sharpe come out?
I didn't even know it happened.
Oh,
I just saw TikToks of people making fun of it.
That's funny.
To be completely honest, I had no idea that it even happened until I saw a black guy on TikTok, like just doing the both sides of a conversation and being giving Kamala the black accent that she took on for this interview, and then Shannon just being, oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it just because I knew it was gonna be a lot of ass kissing. But I just want.
But I have a question to you on the fact that like these people are now that podcasting has now become part of like the media outlet for like presidential candidates.
Right.
Do you think that it will lead to eventually candidates like it making them more authentic, or do you think it's just going to be like we're all going to know that these things are bullshit? Like they'll be authentic in like maybe a conversation or two, but like you won't have a person that like eventually maybe we'll have two candidates that are like, yo, this is how I feel about these type of subjects. And like, they're like, this is how I authentically am about it. Like, do you think that it will really lead to like the candidates actually being kind of authentic and being like reaching out to the actual, like it'll make because it'll just stay on this like weird scripted, non-scripted interview type deal where like there'll just be people in the room or be like, yo, you can touch on these, like they'll all have this pre-discussed notion of being like, yo, we can talk about this things and not these things. And
it's a business. Like, so you have investors and all of that. Like, so no, I can't just go out here and say how I mean, and maybe you can. Like some of these things motherfuckers is saying they like their genuine opinions on things. It's the answers where like a Trump will like dance around the answer, or any politician will dance around where it's like, oh, they don't want to give their genuine opinion. But I don't think that's necessarily ever going to change because you're gonna lose support. If everybody being like, yo, Ukraine, money, and you like, fuck Ukraine, them niggas. All right, bud, good luck. I was being real enough to, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, but like the way that I'm thinking about that is like, okay, now the corporate people are gonna be like, you can't be authentic on these type of topics because like we don't want to fall into like if we align with you, then we're gonna fall into that category of being like, oh, like we're taking this type of stance on this deal. If you
Right.
take a stance on that, like, and I kind of get that, but like I feel like we're heading towards, well, like I feel like America's tired of just this inauthenticity. Like we all see through the bullshit of being like, y'all be doing this shit, y'all be doing this shit, and then y'all be like, the internet puts out them being recorded all the time. So like you can't go on to like one state and say something over here and then code switch, change up some shit and say some other shit over here.
True.
So like I don't know. I think like it with the addition of like now media is becoming more broad than just like the big powers that be of big scripted, like we can do whatever we want, we can put out whatever kind of message we want, versus now that we have like a Kai Cenat stream or fucking Joe Rogan's podcast, or like I just kind of hope, like I have a glimmer of hope that like maybe it will lead to them, and maybe this won't be in the next couple election cycles, but if we keep having to roll down this path of them having to do untraditional media outlets to try and get votes or to get the younger people to vote, then I think it will like kind of have to lead to be like, yo, we're going to need you to be more authentic so that way we can like connect with you. Because I mean, I will say like the one thing that the Rogan Trump interview thing, it seemed like it actually like humanized him, and like I feel like a lot of people like felt like they could kind of connect with him a little bit more than these just bullshit scripted interviews or whatever. But I don't know, maybe it's just wishful thinking that I have on my part.
Yeah, a little bit, because I feel like that's kind of the battle you have with Trump and Kamala. Like Trump, people do like Trump because he is authentic, or at least comes off as authentic. Like build the wall, or
or like you think you could connect with him on these certain things because he says bullshit that's on his mind, or he says wild shit.
He talks like a regular person.
Yeah, he'll talk like a bro or like a just a normal dude.
I don't be like they're criminals. They're coming over. They're dirty. Yeah.
All the pros that were taking showers with Arnold Palmer said he was fucking the man among men.
Right. So then you got the Kamala who's just politically correct. Who's I'm just not trying to offend anybody. Trump don't necessarily give a fuck if you offended or not. But like I think once this election cycle's over, I think we'll probably depending who it is, I think we'll get back to how it used to be. Like normal shit.
Yeah, I wonder what it'll look like in 4 years after this. In 2029, I guess. Yeah. When we're right back into this election cycle and we'll have hopefully 2 new completely different candidates.
Kamala will probably run.
You think so? You think they're going to try and run? I don't think that they would try this again.
I'm saying she'll at least go in the primary.
Like yeah, I could see that. Like, oh, I'll throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah.
And see what but I don't think that the DNC would be like, yeah, put her back up there. Let's try and run this horse again. On the same.
They did with Hillary for 3 different times.
Yeah, I guess so. It just seems so fucking wild. Like I don't understand why you wouldn't put like one of your more popular people. Like
the Dems are determined to get a female president. Like they're determined.
Yeah, but then all the ones that like anyone would think to vote for, or would be okay, like under the power of, would be like Big Mike.
Who?
Michelle.
Oh,
like a ton of people would have voted for her.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I think if we were talking If Kamala was replaced by Michelle Obama, I feel like this would have been a landslide. Possibly not, but like, I don't know. Also, then you could also use all this bullshit that you've been pushing with Kamala of like the whole change thing and the hope, like the hope trail or whatever, like actual change from the things that have been going on the last 4 years versus this hypocritical, like, oh yeah, well, I agree 100% with what we did with Joe, but I'm running on the message of change. It's like, all right, well, what does change look like to you? Well, my name's not Joe. My name's not Trump.
Yeah.
It's like, that's your answer on that? Like,
Love it.
Okay. We don't have an actual answer on this, but yeah, my name's not Joe. I'm a lady and I'm not Trump.
Love it.
Okay. Love that message. Big things are happening here. But all right, let's move to our pick subject. That way we can knock it the fuck out the way. And where's my banners? Football picks. All right, brother. So just as a recap, so as of last week, we're now in week 9. Last week, Jay, you went 2-1, taking up your record up to 7-2. I went 1-2, taking my record to a nice fucking terrible 5-4. So this week I'm coming with the absolute fucking locks. Locks. You're not going to win any goddamn money on this besides whatever you put. If you put up 100, you're going to win 100 plus. But that's it. It's no. You're not putting a couple dollars on this and coming home screaming to your kids, "I'll buy you everything" with these picks. These are my surefire locks because I need to get this score up there.
So you
get back up there.
Little dubs here and there.
So who you got this week, Jay? Or do you want me to go over them?
Let me pull up 4. Yeah. I don't like that thing. Where is it out? I like Eagles Jags. And I just give me Eagles. Just straight up Eagles.
Just Eagles money. Eagles money line. The line right now is at, for the point spread, I think it's 7.5.
Yeah, I
Where is
can't.
that? Yep, 7.5. Home field advantage for Eagles. We're playing in Philadelphia. So, Eagles money. What do we got next?
Let's see. I like the Bucks for points. With points. I got it at 9 on Bleacher Report.
Monday night primetime game. He's got the Bucks plus 9.5. Alrighty.
I don't feel good about that, but whatever.
And then your third pick?
Where was the third pick? As always, I am taking a team to whoop on the Cowboys. So I'm taking Falcons.
Kirk Cousins. You taking him for straight up, or you taking him with the points?
In Atlanta, give me just straight up.
Looking for the dubs. Alrighty, so if we put this together, it's a parlay. We're looking at +2.
Hey, wait, don't the time go back
Yes,
tonight?
tomorrow, Saturday into Sunday morning. Daylight savings time, people. For the farmers. We do it for the farmers. All right. My picks of the week, being the 5-4 guy, I needed locks. I needed dead locks. So I'll knock this one out since you already had taken it as well. Taking the Eagles for the money line.
Hell yeah.
Jags are looking doogie bottom. Trevor Lawrence is not looking good, and they don't have any wide receivers. So Eagles just got to win.
Right.
Second game, I am taking another beat up team. I'm taking the Saints over the Panthers.
Yeah.
Or just the money. Because 7.5 can sneak back up on me. So as much as I think they'll win by 2 touchdowns against the Panthers, I need locks, I need wins. We're taking just the money. And as my third lock of the week, I am taking the Mafia over the Dolphins. Bills Mafia.
Bills.
Taking them just straight money over the Miami Dolphins. So, and then that takes us to money plus 127. Nothing to write home about. As an extra pick, though, I did throw in the Falcons for the points.
Hey.
Because the Cowboys have been playing nothing but dookie for the last couple of weeks. But there's y'all are due for a wake up. So we'll see what happens. But all right. Those are the picks. We'll save those and we'll see where that gets us next week.
Oh.
What is Thursday night's game for this week?
Bengals versus somebody, I think. Yeah, Bengals.
Yeah,
Ravens.
Bengals Ravens. Yeah, and the point spread's not bad on that. I can see why you wanted to possibly take that. But that would be a week 10. Well, we're coming down here on the stretch here. That's not looking
Oh,
good for
you know
boy.
what? We can make the pick if we do a fucking election night pod.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you want to do an election night, pal, you can make that pick for your pick for the week. But then we could revisit the pick if you want.
Well, no, it'd already be over on Friday. Game will be Thursday.
Yeah, so you'd be going into the weekend with a dub.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we ever have an emergency cast or we got to come in here and discuss with the people, then I will allow the pick to the result of the pick to be resulted into the wins and loss column. So, but then based on that,
trying to fucking. So when they say push the time back, what that mean?
So when the clock strikes 2, it will go back to 1.
So I gain an hour of sleep?
Yeah, because we're pushing the time that the sun goes down farther. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. This shit's fucking
too old.
It's so dumb. It's just a fucking it doesn't make any I don't know why we do it.
This time's not real and you can just do whatever you want to.
Well, it has to do with trying to save and make an hour of time based on like how workers show up on a clock or whatever. So they show up during the daytime. So I think we move
for the farmers to get as much sunlight as possible. Move the time.
Yeah, because as of right now, it gets dark at like 6:30.
Right.
So I think the idea. Actually, we might lose if we are gaining an hour. Then it would be going down to like 5:30. Then we'd actually be losing the hour. So actually, I think we lose an hour of sleep. If we're trying to push it back to the sun going back down at 7:30 versus it being 6:30.
Yeah, so we lose an hour. Who knows? I've only been alive on this planet for 33 years.
We still don't understand this.
Still don't know.
So it goes back an hour. So then that means that the sun will now be going down at. If it's going down at 6:30 now, it would be going down at 5:30. I don't understand why you would do this. You know, like there was conversations on getting rid of this.
Yeah, I thought they passed a bill to where it wasn't going to do this anymore.
Yeah, I think that was in the midst of like in the 2020s, like during COVID. I think they were having this conversation, COVID. But then somehow I don't think it made it all the way through. It had something to do with energy saving too. Like it had something to do with like the electrical companies came up with this idea, so that way they would save money or some bullshit like this. Or it wouldn't be as stressful on the grids or something like that.
Fuck yeah.
Because I know like Arizona doesn't do it.
I don't even know.
I don't understand how that works because like a lot of technology stuff has it built in.
Right.
So like, is it like there's like half the people are running around like not knowing what time it is, people just showing up at different shift times? Like that's gotta be a clusterfuck.
100%. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Fucking got some good news this week.
What you got? What you got for us?
Young Thug came home after fighting that bullshit for 2.5 years. He officially home.
Is he home?
He home. He home. He came home.
I saw a post today saying that Young Thug was sentenced to 40 years.
He was sentenced to 40 years.
And then he did.
But he's
been in for 5, and that's been time served.
He's still
so
right.
The rest
so
of it will be probation.
15 years of probation with 20 years prison time on the back end if you fuck up during that 15 years.
You know they're gonna try and hammer him on this fucking probation.
He 100% going back to jail in that 15 years.
How long do you think he's got on probation, dog?
I mean, to be fair, if he wants to, he can live out the rest of his life without ever going back. But he ain't gonna be in the music industry no more. So I give him a year. I give him a year. But he banned from Atlanta for 10 years. Fucking gotta do some concerts and shit. But he home though. He home. Oh God, he don't work.
So, ooh.
What?
I'm just seeing the fact that it's the gang part. I don't really think that's gonna be the problem. The drugs thing is gonna be. I think that's where they're gonna fucking try and.
Oh yeah.
Destroy him on the probation, because since it's drugs. Since I've been in that kind of realm of the justice system, granted this is Pennsylvania, and I don't know how it is in Georgia, but like then that can be, then they start putting him into the programs. Like, yeah, you got to go to these, the inpatient bullshit 3 times a week. And then you got to be piss testing every week. So, and then they'll report that bullshit straight to your PO. The PO will be hounding you, and then they can check your crib. They can walk into your crib at any fucking time. So, yeah, dude. Best of luck to Young Thug, but they're definitely going to try and hammer you on this broken probation. If it was parole, I'd be like, all right, but you can only get parole after you've been in prison,
right?
So,
But yeah, he definitely going back. But
I mean, it has definitely been a completely nutty case for the last.
100%.
How long has that been going?
2.5 years.
Has it only been 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
It feels so much longer than that. It feels like 5 years. I mean, granted, time has completely been destroyed since COVID. Our actual timeline of life has just been completely in a wormhole since COVID's happened, and time has been a complete and utter illusion. But I feel like Young Thug's been sitting in that chair in a prison cell for the last 5 years.
He has been. He's been locked up the whole time, ever since he's been arrested.
Yeah, you said it was 2.5 years. I said 5.
Right, but he's been fighting. He's been in and out of court doing this trial specifically for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
That's all I'm talking about. Is just the trial specifically, not how long you've been total sitting. Just when did
How long has he been totally sitting? Like 5?
5.
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
And he's been in court started 2.5 years ago.
That's so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So he sat for 3 on just waiting for court to start, and then 2.5 years of fighting it.
Damn, going through COVID and jail and then dealing with all this extra bull. You muted your mic. And then all this extra bullshit. And then just all like the judges getting kicked off the case. You got random people coming up on the stand and lying, coming up high. Oh, bro, this shit has definitely been a case for like the times. Do you think this is like this generation's like OJ case?
Nah.
It can't be though, because it's not like on the same level, but like and doesn't have the same like
this Lil Durk
thrill
OTF.
of like drama to it. This has a lot of drama to this case, which has been a very, very funny to watch. But yeah, it's not on the level.
Nah, the Lil Durk OTF case that's gonna happen in a couple years. That's gonna be probably the OJ case. That or Diddy, but I think OJ. I mean, I think Durk, because kids love Durk.
Yeah, this is about for the murder for hire, John. So it's kind of in the same lane. But I mean, I feel like it'll be a lot easier to try and throw like.
Well, the thing with the Durk case, I know they're not done. It's like not his mom. This other dead rapper from Chicago. His mom is suing OTF and Lil Durk and Sony and Empire, labels and shit. Because she claimed that he has a RICO and he's head of the RICO, and he put a hit out on her son and he rapped about it and paid for all this, whatever. Oh, did you now? You claim this in your little civil lawsuit that you just filed, man? Oh, and he just come on over here, let me talk to you. That's the same way with Diddy. Oh, you filed a civil lawsuit, Cassie? Come over here, let me talk to you. You got this federal charge, we're gonna rack up on this thing. We're gonna use your case to use that to start the RICO. And now we can go back to any time in history, to any crime that you've done, because we're gonna say it was all under the criminal empire of OTF or Bad Boy Enterprise. If I'm Durk, I'm calling Doug's lawyer now. Well, that nigga got to go to jail. Remember, he was held in contempt of court and was like, I'm gonna do my time with my when he do his time. So you just still gotta do 30 just because your mans came home that day. You haven't served any time yet, so hey, you still gotta do.
You better put them shoes up in that bin.
Right. Get your affairs in order, fam.
You say, yo, dog, I got you. I'll hold you down while you in.
Oh, bro, he would be the most taken care of guy when he walked into that jail.
Maybe shouting his name from the top tier.
Oh my god!
Oh, he got him off.
He'd have so much business too that he would get no sleep. Niggas be in his cell jail. So, yo, bro, can you look at my feet?
Yeah, you go. I'm looking at my paperwork, yo.
Fucking honey buns and soups just lined up out over the walls and shit. Bro, here, take 22. Just look at. Yeah.
Just look at my papers. Just look at my papers, dog.
Right.
Please.
Yo, it's gonna be.
Do I got
crazy,
any
bro.
hope? Do I got any hope? This is from page6.com. So I don't know how credible this is, but says Sean Diddy Combs sex tapes allegedly show him with 8 A-listers, including at least 2 child stars, eyewitnesses.
That's wild. Were they kids when they was on that drawing? Or did they just happen to be kids?
Yeah, I don't know if this is the like that was the headline that's posted here. So
Oh, okay.
Courtney Burgess, a man claiming to have been in the possession of the song Sean Diddy alleged sex tape, testified before a grand jury Thursday. Burgess subsequently appeared on News Nation's Banfield, telling viewers that the rapper's ex, Kim Porter, gave him 11 flash drives prior to her 2018 death. Videos allegedly featured 8 celebrities, 6 men, and 2 women, with Burgess claiming that 2 of the 3 of the individuals were minors.
Oof.
Claimed that all the stars allegedly depicted appeared to be under the influence in the footage and seemingly victims and not perpetrators. When Burgess appeared outside of the federal courthouse in Manhattan earlier that same day, he said he's been contacted by agents from the Department of Homeland Security and subpoenaed. The summons requested that Burgess turn over all records, including thumb drives, hard drives, electronic storage devices, or devices containing videos and or other files depicting Diddy. Burgess also has claimed to have Porter's alleged memoir, Kim's Last Words, A Journey for Justice for the Other Side, in his possession. The fake book, notably, was pulled from Amazon last month after it was announced by Combs' 7 children. Combs' legal team has yet to turn page 6's request for comment. Burgess' lawyer, his lawyer spoke to the Post about the alleged sex tapes in October, claiming that one of the male celebs was more high profile than Mr. Combs. She claimed, "I can verify that it exists, that it's real, and that the other person in the video is very visible. There's no question of it. It's the person of it. It's that person in the video." At the time, Combs' legal team called this lawyer comment a cry for publicity and attention. And the star in question was horrified by the threats of the video getting out, and the source revealed that he feels like he was victimized years ago and is now being victimized yet again. Bad Boy Records founder was arrested in September. Plead not guilty. So yeah, that was posted 14 hours ago. The article. So I don't know how.
Nah, that's about right.
We need to start seeing some shit coming out about this, which is like, I don't know. Did anything ever come out of nothing came out of the Ghislaine case?
No.
So I don't understand where people believe there's going to be coming like a bunch of information and lists of shit coming out on this case. Maybe possibly later, but like we never got like a full rundown Epstein's file, right?
The problem with that was that they never used it in court when it came to her, so there was no reason for anybody to know
for it to be released to the public,
right? But like whatever's in court, you're gonna have court reporters in there writing down everything. So like if it's evidence and out there, like somebody's gonna put. That list wasn't coming out. That was bullshit.
And there was so much hype about it too. They were like, "Oh, can't wait for these fucking lists to come dropping. So many heads are gonna roll." And it's like, "Yo, dog, that shit's definitely not dropping. They're not gonna. That's 100% why they did the things that they did and the way they did them."
Typical government bullshit. Of we're gonna do this. Everybody's hyping in the background, behind the scenes. There's some other shit moving. I forget. There was other shit happening at that same time that Diddy got arrested. In the same time as Epstein. There was something else that was going on in the world.
Yeah, there was.
Once it
And
doesn't
I've heard this argument too, is that like, yo, Diddy got arrested, so that way it's this this big social like undertaking where it's taking up everybody's time and thought, where something's just getting swept under the rug at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't remember for the life of me what that other thing is now. Isn't that funny? But the more important of the two topics is probably just gone into the come and gone.
How it works, fam.
Yeah, we just had a scientific test that jet fuel doesn't burn steel girders. Crazy. But you'll never have heard that again. I don't know. UFOs. There was something that came out recently too, I think, about that whole. You remember that shit that at the beginning of the year in Florida with the mall? Yeah. Apparently there was some shit that came out about that too, like recently. That the 10-foot tall shadow aliens. One of my boys was trying to tell me something about it, and I don't remember what happened. And now I don't see anything about it. Except something get like some little the Kardashians talking about it in the middle of July.
No.
My homie that is like really big in he's in the fraternal order of the Masons. He was the one that brought it up to me about something about the mall in Florida with the shadow aliens. Yeah. Apparently, I think there was supposed to be like a releasing of footage, I think, of somebody's like Samsung or Apple phone with like a video or something like that. And I think that's what he was saying. I think. I can't recall. I have to.
Does he smoke dust?
Does he smoke dust?
Yeah.
No. It would seem like he smokes dust by the wild conspiracy theory like things that he sends me on TikTok and shit like that, though. Is your fish tank full?
No. I'm looking for my snail.
He's hooting a boot.
He was at the top of the tank.
Also, I don't know what you did with your light today, but like it's definitely way better than it was last week.
I propped it up a little. I moved it a little better. I see a snail. All right.
You know, if you don't use like the proper like UV light bulbs on like lizards and shit, like their bones start to break and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Saw a video of like a lady where they were like, "This is a rescued bearded dragon. He can't use his legs." Because these people were using those like bullshit like circle bulbs. They bought the wrong ones because they thought they were like UV ones, but they were actually like the energy efficient John. So then his like bones became translucent. Now he can't use his back legs and shit.
That sucks.
I was like, yeah, that's so crazy.
You just kill the fucking thing at that point.
There's actually a really big streamer that he has a ferret, like he has a ferret rescue. He really likes ferrets. And then he just goes like he starts going over like ferrets only live between like 5 to 7 years if they're really healthy. And then he just starts going over all the crazy medical problems that like the ferrets just normally have. Like apparently they get jaundice really easily, and like you got to put like an implant in them, or like they'll just start fucking either losing hair or getting jaundice. And then like I think he said that this one ferret like was getting fed the wrong food, and then developed this disease that then they get pretty regularly that just liquefies their liver. That's what I was. I was like dumbfounded. I was like, "Wait, what, dude?" Like,
that's nuts.
It just liquefies their fucking liver. He had this one. He saved these like 2 ferrets, and one of them still alive, and the other one had a heart attack. was like, damn, dude, why are these things just so genetically broken? Apparently, it's because they've been bred because of just to be test animals. So
Yeah, they're
damn,
fun.
you need to breed them things with some weasels or something, or some fucking hardy animals. You need a new super species of ferret. They also apparently stink.
Yes, they
And
do.
if you wash them, they'll stink more.
Yeah, I
They
want a
produce some sort
ferret.
of.
And since my girl works at Petco, they have them. So like they have one in the back. I forget. There's something wrong with it though. But she was like, "Can we have it? It's free." And like, she brought it to me, and I'm like, "Please don't have it." She was like,
Please
"Here."
don't-
I'm like,
don't
"Stop!
put
All
this
right,
down
stop!
this
Like
road.
seriously,
Of this.
don't let this thing touch me." She was like, "Why?" I'm like, "I just took a fucking shower earlier today. Like, oh, I'm good. Like I have all clean clothes. Like I don't. This thing stinks. Like I smell good. Like don't no."
Yeah, apparently it's just something that happens with them is that they just produce this oil, and then like you're just not supposed to wash them.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then it'll just fuck them up and they'll make more of it. And then, like, that's, I think you need to put like the implant in them so that they stop producing that oil that makes them just stink. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck? Apparently, since I like randomly will hop in the stream, I've learned so many random facts about ferrets. Like, apparently, they just like shitting in corners. So, like, if you like put like a fucking litter box down,
Oh yeah.
now they'll just shit in the two corners of next to the litter box because now you've just made two more corners where they can go off and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, dude, these are just nuts. You just don't listen.
No, they don't. But I want one.
And apparently, like they have rabbits have an instinctual fear of them. Like if you put a rabbit and a ferret like anywhere near each other, the rabbit will just go fucking haywire. I don't know exactly how that works, but supposedly that's a thing. Like instinctually, since like the ferrets are really great at catching things in small, tight tunnels and shit like that, since they're fucking little noodles, that rabbits are absolutely scared to death of ferrets, which I thought was fucking funny. Trying to think of anything that there's a funny thing going on right now that I'll have to tell you off stream.
Oh shit!
But
I got some applesauce.
how was your Halloween? This
There
was
you
none of that. It was yesterday.
It worked.
That was it. No, just came home, shut the lights off, went to bed.
They go trick or treating around here early.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's usually how it is nowadays. It's everyone's trying to be kind of done that shit by like 8:00.
Shit,
If
7.
that. Yeah, 7:30. Like we went over to one of Ashley's coworkers' place because they do like a barbecue kind of deal. So I was told that way it worked. We all meet up at this lady's house. Then all the kids and stuff, all the parents with the kids go trick or treating. Some people stay behind, cook food, and then when everybody's done trick or treating, pull back up to the crib. All the food's then done. Everybody sits down, chills, and eats. They do like a little projector deal, movie thing in the front yard. So I show up there, probably about like 6:00. I'm like, all right, bet let's get this show on the road.
Facts.
So I'm sitting in front of this house for like at least an hour and a half. 7:00 rolling around, starting to get dark. Like it was cool. I didn't know anybody there, and I had to say, like, my girl is the absolute worst at like giving me a rundown on the situation or like introducing me to people or like, yo, this is these people, yo, these are these people. I met like 2 people, and then I'm just walking around this house. I have no idea who anybody is. There's old ladies and a bunch of like little kids and shit like that. There was like two two like probably teenage kids that are clearly special needs. Got blindsided by that.
Great.
They started asking me questions, and I'm like, huh? What, bro? I don't know how to deal with this right now. I was not properly prepared. But I try to do my best by just being kind of like nice and humor them and whatnot. So
Be human
But-
to them.
yeah, I mean, I was
can't.
just,
What's the point?
it's so like it's just the random awkward questions that like
You know-
I don't know how you want me to answer this.
I
Like
don't
this,
know if I'm being treated
this girl
like a
comes up
human
to
or
me and
not.
she's like, she looks like she's like dressed kind of like Tinkerbell. And she's like, I'm not Tinkerbell. Can you guess who I am? And I'm like,
Is this a kid?
no, she's probably like 14,
That's a kid.
15. Yeah, it's a kid, but like height wise, not a kid. And also, I don't know exactly the age because they're special needs. So
Well, like,
could
they're
have been
not
21. I don't know.
What I mean is like they're not adults. Like this isn't like an adult only thing. Like there are kids.
Yeah, there's definitely children here. I
Gotcha.
would assume they're anywhere in between the age of like 14 and 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, I don't want
like,
the
I
kids
don't know.
speaking to me, so I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, they're asking me questions. Then like anytime, like the one, I guess her brother was trying to also hit me with like, yo, look at that guy. That's Spider-Man over there. I'm like, yeah, dude, that is Spider-Man. That's sick. I'm looking at Ashley. I'm like, oh, are we going trick or treating or what? I'm trying to walk down like this. This is cool, and I like them. They're nice, but at the same time, like I can't keep asking these questions, dog. You're running me. I don't know how to answer these. I don't know what I'm going to keep being nice to you. I just don't know. We're going to keep running into these awkward silences, and I'm just not going to know how to answer you. So, because I don't know how to continue this conversation when you're leaving me on a cliffhanger, being like, yo, who's that guy from that movie? And I got no context. I got nothing to work with here. So then I just start rattling off shit, and it's just like, no, that's not it. And I'm like, I can't read your brain, bro. I don't know how to continue this. Yo, look at that. That's grass over there. That's crazy. Yo, listen over there. Yo, there's a movie playing. Yo. But yeah, that was all right. I got hit with the fucking kid walk 50 feet. And then me was like, yo, carry me.
Fuck.
So that was cool. Yeah, I was kind of salty about that, but it was a good workout. Good little arms workout, walked fucking 2-3. I don't know exactly. I think I was in Clifton. I think so. So, but like, bro, it was popping. I will say, like, it was crazy because, like, I would have expected the houses to be kind of like more interactive, I guess, with the Halloween candy given out because there's just like a lot of houses. So but it would seem like it was like every, I don't know, 3 or 4. There's one person handing out candy, every 3 or 4. But there was racks of people out, dog. It was crazy. I never even seen shit like this. Like it was crazy. And it was just like everybody was just congregating down these like 2 or 3 streets. Like cops were rolling down them. There's just fucking racks of people just walking up to, I guess, people's houses to get candy.
You
Like,
get candy? Did you get candy?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten candy. I don't really eat the shit though. So like we ended up walking back to the house because I was kind of tired of carrying her. So we were like, yo, we got a wagon in the whip. Let's go grab the wagon and then we'll go back out and hit more cribs. So, and then like by the time we got back with the wagon, it was like fucking 8:00. And we're like, she's totally done with this bullshit. She wanted to go home.
Nice.
So then Ashley's like, yo, we can go hit more houses. I'm like, well, you can just be honest. Like, just say that you want to go get more candy.
Right.
Like, I'm cool with that if you want to go do that. She doesn't
Right.
want to go do this.
We could
But-
just go to a store and buy the candy. Like, we don't have to
Absolutely. We
do
can
this.
literally just go. I'll go to CVS right there and go buy you a bag of candy. That's no problem.
Right.
Like, you can just be truthful and just not say, like, hey, do you want to keep going trick or treating? When she's clearly like, I've been done with this after the fourth house.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm tired of this. I've been walking for more than a half hour. I'm trying to go eat. I'm trying to sleep. I'm done with this.
Right.
I didn't nap today. So it was like, bro, I'm done with this nonsense. And I get it. It was nice to see like people like still dealing with it and still being cool. But it also was like shitty because like there was just a lot of houses that just have the lights off and they're not doing any candy stuff. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like Halloween used to be popping. Halloween used to be cool.
Go away. Do not come to my property.
Hey, you're the Grinch over there. There's a bunch of Grinches. Bunch of Grinches.
Halloween is fucking dumb.
Halloween is the best.
It is.
Then you get to meet
dumb.
everybody in the community. You get to meet who the
Dumb.
motherfuckers down the street are. You get to be like, yo, dog, yo, I need some help with this. Can you hook me up? Yo, dog, got you. And then, yo, you need to have the cool people, though. Because when you walk up and you get a couple Jello shots and a beer, that shit's lit. Telling you, bro.
Dumb.
And that is why
Figure it
you
out.
don't invite Jay any parties because he's just in the corner. Bah,
No.
bah, bah.
No. Why just fine? You want to dress up like a whore, do whatever? That's great. Do that. Again, I don't know why you need October 31st to be the dress up like a fucking cunt, but
De los
do it.
Muertos, dude.
whatever. No, it's just dumb as far as like, oh, Halloween used to be lit. Like, yeah, sure, like.
Hey,
When
when you
we
was a
went
kid
out-
going house to house with
It's-
with a trash bag, filling that joint up with candy, that shit was lit back
It
in the
was
day.
lit. It was lit.
Yeah,
But
so stop being such a
listen.
Grinch.
No, listen. It's dumb because I feel like the generation we have now. I thought there was a problem with us now. Generation we have now. Dog niggas are smarter. Like, wait, so we dressing up to walk around to go get candy. Right? When we could just buy the candy that we're gonna hand out to the other freak to the kids for free, we could just buy it and hand it to our own kid. We don't have to go out. Like the thing
That's
with
not
us,
the current generation. That's
No, no.
that's
the
that's
thing
the
with
parents
us,
of the
that's what I
last
mean. That's
of the
but that's
of
our
like
generation.
Gen Z.
That's our generation, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. They're
No, the
ones that-
parents of this generation now is the parents of Gen Alpha,
I don't know what
which
that
are the
means.
ones who are trying to get kids. I don't know. Well, apparently it's not because there's a bunch of I've seen a bunch of videos of like people just sitting out front of their houses hoping that someone's coming trick or treating and shit, and that shit's crazy to me. But like I think like the laziness of oh, I got to go walk around the neighborhood with my kid to go knock up on instead of I could just go give them a bag of candy, or we could just do this in a school parking lot so that way we're all done by 3:00 on a Sunday.
Think about when you were growing up. Again, I don't know how much candy you ate, just in general. Growing up, how much candy you got, or how little candy you got. You looked forward to Halloween or any holiday where there was candy involved because you was like, I don't really get this a lot usually. Parents don't just buy a fucking big ass bag of candy and just be like, here you go, Tommy. Have at it. So if we eliminate that and just give our kids candy, Halloween isn't that big of a fucking deal. Little
Yeah, but
Sarah's
that's
not
just
so
taking the
excited.
thrill out of it because like you were going around filling up a pillowcase or two,
Oh,
taking it back, dumping that shit out, going back out, hitting that shit more.
but
That was part of the fucking the thrill of
but
it.
that
Like,
was
so you're just
because I didn't. I was deprived candy for 11 months of the year, and then you get this one haul, and you're like, "This is mine." I it like this
I'll tell
is
you
why.
right now, I didn't even eat half that shit, dog.
Like I said, for you, candy might not have like so. Like I'm just saying for the general. Most kids just didn't get candy. Most parents were just like, I don't want my kid bouncing off the fucking walls. So you're not giving your kid candy randomly through the like. You don't want them to, but
Exactly. So that's why I don't understand why, like, oh, yo, I'm just gonna give them a bag of candy for the 4th of July or for Halloween, and we're just not gonna do them getting bags of candy. Like, we're now limiting that
I
amount
never
of candy they're
understood.
getting?
I never understood when I was a kid. Right, I had to go out. I say I had to go out. I had to go out because it just didn't make sense. I guess, and it makes sense to me now, but I don't understand. But anyway, my mom will go out and buy bags of candy to go hand out to kids. The candy that I like. Hey, let me get that. No, that's for the other kids.
That's for the trick-or-treaters.
You go. What the fuck am I? Am I not a kid that's gonna go trick or treat? I should be able to trick or treat in my own motherfucking house. I should get first dibs. Like this is fucking stupid.
Did you go outside and knock on the door though? You got a trick or treat, dog.
No, I should burn your fucking house down.
What do you mean? You didn't abide by the rules. See, you were trying to negate the rules. See, that's exactly why you wasn't getting no candy at the crib. Bro, you weren't playing by the rules. You were trying to circumvent the rules. Rules were you supposed to trick or treat. You could have gotten first dibs at the cool. You just had to turn back around and knock on the door 3 times. Like, yo, trick or treat. Let me get some of that candy.
What? That would not have happened in my house. One.
Well, you should have then been like, yo, mom, you said I had to trick or treat. This is for the trick or treaters. Now I'm a trick or treater. I need some of that candy.
That's adult logic.
But I'm also going to go. I'm also going to go 3 houses down to all these other motherfuckers. And then there was also the awesomeness of like back in the day of when you used to walk into one house and they had the full size candy bar Johns. Actually, well, back in the day, they had the king size candy bars.
Also, think about parents and this whole thing is fucking dumb. Parents being like, "Oh, I'm nervous for my kid to go out in groups," or part of the reason I'm out here is just so that my kid doesn't get fucking snatched. Like that's the only reason I'm fucking out here is because my kid can't necessarily do this safely by themselves without me fucking shitting bricks. So. You do that. You're already out here now because you have to fucking be. And then make sure that
that's only to a certain age, though. Like anybody over the age of 8.
I understand that, but still, throughout these years, your kid's not even fucking comprehending what the fuck's going on, and you're still out here. So
I will say that like I was not cool with it being the first year, but her being 1 year old and in a fucking wagon because she can barely fucking walk, and we're out here trick or treating. I thought that shit was dumb.
Yeah, because who are you trick or treating for when they give you fucking Snickers? Like, what are we doing
at that point? I'm also like, yo, just be honest. Just tell me that we're out here for you. That's cool. Like if you want to do this because that makes you feel good because of whatever reason, I'll just be honest with me and I'm down. I'll put on the costume and we can walk around and whatever. I don't care. That's cool. Like I get it. Just be truthful. Don't put her in a fucking outfit. And then we're going to have to hike her up to a house and sit here with her mouth as a puppet and be like, Happy Halloween. Because she doesn't even fucking talk. So.
Right. Yeah, fuck that. And then you get the candy and it's well, careful. Let's look at the candy and check it. Make sure there's no pinholes and razor blades. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know how we can prevent all that? If you just don't hand out that fucking candy to other kids. And nobody hands out any fucking candy to other kids, and you just buy those bags of candy for your own goddamn kids, and you don't have to worry about fucking anything. You don't have to put on.
That's just not the fun though of Halloween, dude. It's just not the cool part of that. Like being a kid and being able to go out and just get plethoras of candy and at whim to the ability of that the houses are giving out candy or until they run out of candy was the like I don't know. It was a night that you could stay up late and be out with your homies. And just fucking run around the streets.
That I did that as I got older.
Yeah, as you got older, but you were firstly given those opportunities when you're a young bull, probably around the age of like 8 and 9 or 10, because there's also now a big group of y'all. So, but other times there was like, yo, you gotta be home by the time when the street lights come on. Like it's Halloween, you guys can stay out until everybody starts turning their lights off or run out of candy. Y'all can keep going.
My mom, type of mom, I didn't go trick or treating without a family member until high school.
I mean, that probably tracks. I would say probably
You
high
like-
school was like the because you gotta think like you're what, a junior in high school with like 14, or not a junior but a freshman in high school with like 14,
Yeah.
14, 15. So I mean, I think that
Yeah,
I
14.
might have been able in middle school, but like maybe like 8th grade.
Like, I guess I should, eighth grade I could go trick or treating with the homies, but I had to be in our neighborhood. Freshman year was the first year where my mom was like, "Oh, you want to go to the media? All right, I guess so. Who you gonna be with?" Hey, bitch, like fuck. Like, I ain't saying I'm an adult, but motherfucker, goddamn, I'm in high school at this point, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
I mean, it's so wild to me that you're just like, damn, bro, I'm in high school now. You pressing me for all this information?
no, I'm not talking about the information. I'm talking about pressing me as far as like, damn, I can't go trick or treat in media with my friends without you being like, oh, I don't know, maybe who you going to be with. I don't like. The who
Yeah,
you
but
were
that's
gonna
not.
be with was just as a safety
This
thing.
is more of like the anxiety of your mom being like, oh, I'm worried for her safety.
Yeah, my mom was a sissy.
Yeah, which that blows my mind because you got to think like the way that they were probably raised. It was like, yo, you just don't die out there. Don't get attacked by a moose or some shit. I don't know, dog. They have mooses. They got elk in PA, dog.
I know. I
I
saw.
saw one. I know. There was one down here.
They be around.
Well, not down here. There was one down in
They be out in Elk, PA, dude. Out
nah,
there in the
they
mountains.
was down in immediate. It was down in my old apartments. One. Why is that funny?
They be in the apartments.
No, there was one. There was one in the apartment. Not in the apartment, but like by the apartment complex. A bunch of us have seen it. Me, my mom, the movers.
I don't know, man. This is sound like that werewolf.
Nah, because
wolf
we
on
was
the
all
bottom
even
of the
talking like,
pub.
yo, like, is that what we think it is? Like, there's no way. Like, you know, moose don't be down here. But at the same time, this thing was clearly a fucking moose. Like, moose antlers, size of a fucking moose. You know.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm not seeing any. Well, you said a moose or an elk?
moose. There was just one in these woods. Hopped off.
There was one at the Delaware Water Gap 25 years ago from 2021. Not seeing no news of a moose about in media. That'd be wild, though.
Why would there be news about it?
Oh, there would definitely be news if a moose was just walking around the apartments of
No,
media
it wasn't
PA.
in the apartments. And this is media out by you.
I know, but we're still talking about like a sighting, like because mooses will attack people. A moose will trample a motherfucker to death.
He wasn't in the parking lot. He was in the wood. You know where the Glenville Apartments is.
Yeah, but I also
Right.
like you remember when like there was a mountain lion or a cougar around Delaware County too, and that shit was all over the news. Remember?
Yeah. When I was a
Something
kid.
rare like that would be all over the news. People would be like, "Oh, dog, did you see that fucking moose? You better be careful out there in the woods,
I mean,
dog.
there were
Don't be out
7
there
of us.
smoking."
There were 7 of us here, and not one of us was like, "Oh, we should report it." So I mean, I'm like, even now today, I'm like, when you're like, you report it. I'm like, what? Still, I can't
I'm
comprehend.
not saying that you
I
would
report
report it, but I'm saying that there would be news of like some of a moose being fucking hauled around. That's a
it.
fucking
Not
top
even
tier
if you
story,
don't
dog.
even know if you don't know it's a moose, and like, I don't think if we were all alone, we would have been like, oh, that's a moose necessarily, because we were like, oh, what it like can't be, but like all of us seeing the same thing. Oh yeah, there had to be fucking like
I don't know
UFO
where
sighting.
there apparently in 2003 there was one in Potter County. I don't know where that's at. I don't know how north or west that is. Lancaster, 2011. Maybe. You could be right. I'll say that you're right.
I know what we saw.
You seen a moose with the big old antlers?
It was too big to be a fucking deer. Too tall to be a deer.
Yeah, I've never seen a moose in real life, so I don't know.
Right,
I
this thing
wouldn't
was
know what to
fucking
compare it
massive.
to. Yeah, it would be huge.
Yeah,
The
this
size
thing
of a
was
fucking
massive.
car. You got any other stories have happened this week? I didn't have much to happen to me this week, really.
No, I don't think so. Stories. Nah. Old head came into Home Depot yesterday, yelling. He wanted to check out. He bought some simple shit. He wanted to check out, and he see the registers, and you can self checkout at Home Depot or whatever. So he goes to the registers, he turns around, walks to customer service, and Lady Wendy's like, "Oh, hi, sir, can I help you returning that?" And he was like, "No." And she was like, "Are you trying to check out?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, we'll check out right down there." And he was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, it's right down there. Don't worry about it. I'll walk you." Now she already in a walking boot and shouldn't really necessarily walk, but fuck it, she's like, "I'll walk you." So as they get closer, he was like, this motherfucker yelling, all right, damn near at the top of his lungs. "I don't want to go down here. I don't like these machines. They take our jobs." And I'm just like, what the fuck?
You
He's
should have
like,
led with this. You should have started the night off with this story.
He was like, "I worked in the union for all these years, and then these things come and try to take your jobs. I want to check out with these. I want to check out with a human. I want to talk to a person." And she was like, "Well, sir, this is checkout. Checkout's right down here." He's like, "Yeah, the one bad thing with you, they'll fire you, and then they'll lay you off for 2 years, and then they'll call you back when they realize that you're the best one at your fucking job." What is happening, Rico? And bro, the store's dead silent. So like you can hear this motherfucker from everywhere, no matter where you are. And she's like, "Oh well, sir, here are the the new machines. Like these people over here will can help you check out." He's like, "Oh, I just fucking hate it. Hate what's happening to America. Hopefully Trump gets elected. He changes shit and we get things
Get
right."
you people back on the registers.
He's like, "I've been in the union for so many years." Dude,
Oh, that's funny.
go home, man.
That's hilarious that a union guy came in your
Christ.
job was like, "Bro, what the fuck? They're animated. They're fucking automating the Home Depot. I won't stand for this." That reminds me of have you ever seen this video of this fucking dude that goes to Costco and like buys because Costco is like really popular for their rotisserie chickens. They're like $5 and they're busky. And so they used to come in this like a plastic clamshell thing, right? Like how most rotisserie chickens used to come back in the day. Right. So this motherfucker had a t-shirt with their barcode of the rotisserie chicken on it. And he would get like 3 or 4 of these Johns at a time. And like he would go up to the register and he would just start yelling at the person at the register. I don't want I don't want that laser on my chicken. Scan my shirt. We got 5 of them. And he's just clearly yelling at the top of his lungs. Don't scan the chicken, scan the shirt. It'll scan. And then the fucking lady's gonna be like, boop, boop, boop. Don't scan the chicken. Don't scan what I'm about to eat. Scan my chest. Give me cancer in my lungs to make sure that my food is safe. And then, bro, there was an update video on this man because somehow he didn't end up in a mental asylum. They took away the plastic clamshell that it comes in. So now it just comes in a bag. So, and somebody must have dug up a fucking clamshell and then like put a chicken in there for him, and he lost his fucking shit. He like broke down in tears. He was holding it up like Gollum, the ring. He was like, yes, they got one. They bringing it back. I don't want my chicken in a bag. He's still rocking the fucking chicken scan t-shirt. It is the most insane. And he's like a little old man, probably about this tall. He's got fucking gray hair and his crazy bushy mustache. Looks like he's like one of the hobbits.
Oh, no
but
way.
I just the video is just super funny of this guy freaking out, like, don't scan my chicken. Don't put that LED light on my chicken. Scan my shirt. Don't scan my chicken. Don't remove the lid from the chicken and then like maybe scan it in your hand and then put it back on the. No, scan my shirt. I went through the process of taking the barcode that you guys have for your fucking rotisserie chickens and making a t-shirt out of it.
Oh, that's the best. Man. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, God. Yeah, that was amazing.
I can't think of any other fucking fun stories that I had this week. The other things that have been going on for me is I've just been working on bullshit around the house. The never-ending upgrading of the home. So that's been fun. I got new lights to go in. I gotta go get some more shit from the backyard. I do some chimney cleaning this weekend. So, but it will be football watched on Sunday.
Penn State play tomorrow at noon.
Who? Penn State?
State
versus Who they playing?
Ohio State.
Ooh, that should be a good game.
Should be.
I don't think Ohio is fucking crazy this year.
Nah, they are.
But Penn is undefeated, so 3 versus 4 for the big schools.
Winner might be number 1, depending how things shake out.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably give that a fucking listen. I'll be watching the kid tomorrow, so they're probably doing some work around the crib.
Ah, shit.
Oh yeah, bowl games are gonna start coming up too here, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. A couple more weeks. All right. Well, guess we'll be back next week.
Possibly, God willing.
God willing. Hopefully, everybody wins on their picks. Hopefully, I'll hit all 3, so that way I can make a banger next week. That's going to win everybody hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're all going to be out of here. Need one of them. So, but all right, everybody. We'll be back next week, and holla at your boys.
A little something.
Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down, we're just 2 honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro. Sing